All right, let's get right into it. For years, we've all been taught that SEO is about ranking pages for certain keywords, right? But what if I told you that whole way of thinking is, well, kind of becoming obsolete? See, search engines have totally changed the rules of the game. And if you have a website, understanding this new game is absolutely essential. So, let me ask you this, straight up. When you think about SEO, is your goal still to get this specific page to rank for that specific keyword? If you said yes, don't worry, you're not alone. That's the way we've done it for years. But it locks you into this endless, exhausting fight for little pieces of turf. Because here's the thing. While we've all been busy focusing on pages, search engines have been focusing on something much, much bigger. They're trying to understand entities. And that disconnect, that gap between what we're doing and what they're looking for, is where so many sites are falling behind right now. So here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll talk about this new game search engines are playing. Then we'll nail down what an entity even is. After that, we'll look at the old keyword way versus the new world of topic ecosystems. I'll give you a roadmap for how to build real authority, and then we'll wrap it up with why this is so critical, especially with AI changing everything.
Okay, first things first, the search engine's new game. And I'm not talking about some little algorithm update here. This is a complete shift in how search actually works. We are moving way beyond just keywords. And here's the reality of it. If a search engine like Google doesn't recognize your brand as a distinct entity, you're pretty much just noise. You're just another web page floating in an ocean of competitors, all fighting over the same keywords. But the second it gets who you are, that's when the magic happens.
This quote just nails the mindset shift we all need to make. We have to stop asking the tactical question, what keyword should I rank for, and start asking the strategic one. How do I become the go-to, the recognized authority, the main entity for this entire subject?
Okay, so that obviously brings up a big question. What in the world is an entity? Let's break it down because these are literally the building blocks of this whole new search world.
You know, it's simpler than it sounds. An entity is really just a clearly defined thing. It could be your brand. It could be a person, like an expert on your team. It could be a specific service you offer, or even a big idea or concept. It's anything that can be uniquely pointed to and identified.
Just think about what a search engine is trying to piece together. It's not just cataloging words anymore. It's building a huge map of relationships. It's asking questions about you. Who are you? What are you an expert in? Who else trusts you? And most importantly, why should anyone listen to you? Why are you an authority?
All right, let's see how this actually plays out. We're going to put the old way of doing things head-to-head with the new rules of the game. Let's talk keywords versus topic ecosystems. I mean, the difference here is night and day. The old way, keyword SEO, was all about obsessing over individual pages, one by one. The new way, entity SEO, is about building out an entire topic ecosystem. It's shifting from thinking like a tactician to thinking like a strategist.
See, the goal isn't just to show up when someone types in a specific phrase anymore. The real goal is to become so deeply connected, so associated with your entire subject, that when Google thinks of that topic, your brand is what comes to mind.
Okay, I know what you're thinking. This sounds great, but how do you actually pull it off? So let's get down to brass tacks. This is your blueprint, your step-by-step guide to building what we call semantic authority, basically becoming the known expert on the meaning of your topic. So here's the 5-step plan. Step 1, you gotta pick one core topic. You can't be the expert in 10 things at once. Pick the one you wanna own. Step 2, build topic clusters around it. This means creating one massive cornerstone piece of content, a pillar, and then surrounding it with lots of smaller articles that go deep on related subtopics, all linking back to that main pillar, kind of like a sun with planets orbiting it. Step 3, actively work to strengthen your entity signals. And don't worry, we'll cover what those are next. Step 4, get contextual backlinks. It's not about just any link. It's about getting mentioned by other respected entities in your space. And finally, Step 5, keep your content fresh. It's a living thing, not a one-and-done project.
So what are those signals search engines are looking for? Well, it really comes down to 3 big things. First, the context of your content. Second, your relationships with other trusted entities. And third, and this one is a huge technical advantage, is structured data, or what a lot of people call schema. It's basically a special vocabulary you add to your website's code to tell search engines exactly what your content is about. And why is this so critical? Because you are literally speaking the search engine's language. You're removing any guesswork. It's how you get those cool star ratings or event times right in the search results. And believe me, in a world that's increasingly run by AI, clarity is everything. The clearest message wins. And here are a few of the must-haves. Organization schema, which tells Google who your company is. Author schema to show off your experts. Service schema to spell out exactly what you do. And FAQ schema to answer questions directly. You're basically spoon-feeding the search engine everything it needs to know to trust you. Okay, and this all leads us to the final and honestly the most important part of this whole discussion. Why does this matter so much for AI? And what does it mean for the future of getting found online? You have to get this next part. AI search isn't just a list of 10 blue links anymore. It's an answer engine. It reads everything, synthesizes it, and gives the user one direct answer. The whole game is shifting from how do I get the click to how do I become the source for the answer. So, where does the AI get its information? It's not pulling it out of thin air. It relies on trusted, authoritative entities. If Google doesn't see you as one of those, your chances of showing up in these new AI results are pretty much zero. So let's just sum up this massive shift. We are moving from the old goal of ranking individual pages to the new strategic goal of becoming a recognized entity. And we're shifting from the reactive work of chasing down keywords to the proactive work of building and owning entire topic ecosystems. If there's one thing you walk away with today, I want it to be this. In modern search, it's not about who has the most tricks. It's about who is the most understood. The brands that are clear are the brands that are visible. Period. And that leaves you with one last, really important question to ask yourself. Right now, today, in the eye